at what happened after the lights came back on at the Oval Office. While tensions flared over white genocide accusations, other exchanges between Trump and Ramaphosa brought a dash of humour, from joking about not having a private jet to gift to almost pleading that they talk calmly. The South African leader tried to keep the situation grounded, even as the room got tense with cameras rolling. Here's what went down in that very eventful sit-down.
With tensions simmering at the Oval Office, Ramaphosa threw in some wit, some Mandela wisdom, and even a lunch invite. First up, we have to talk about this diplomatic mic drop. Ramaphosa poked some fun and said, "I don't have a plane to give."
Think of this. Why did a country give an airplane to the United States Air Force? Okay, the United States, not to me, to the United States Air Force, so they could help us out, because we need an Air Force One until that's Air Force One. It's being built, 2 of them being built. But Boeing's a little bit late, unfortunately. So why did they give us a plane to the United States Air Force? That's what that idiot talks about after viewing a thing where thousands of people are dead.
I'm sorry, I don't have a plane to give you.
I wish you did. I take it. I would take it. If your country offered the United States Air Force a plane, I would take it.
Okay. But coming back.
Honestly, it wasn't a light, not-so-subtle jab, but a very assuring nod to the headlines buzzing about Donald Trump accepting a $400 million jet from Qatar. But that laughter didn't last long. After a reporter dared to ask Trump about accepting such a lavish gift from the Gulf state, he snapped. He berated the journalist, saying, "You don't have what it takes to be a reporter." Listen to this.
What does this have to do with the Qatar jet? They're giving the United States Air Force a jet, okay? You are a real, you're a terrible reporter. Number one, you don't have what it takes to be a reporter. You're not smart enough. But go back, you ought to go back to your studio at NBC, because Brian Roberts and the people that run that place, they ought to be investigated. They are so terrible the way you run that network, and you're a disgrace. No more questions from me. Go ahead.
So, lesson 1. Jet jokes are fine, but questions from a reporter, those are off limits. The situation at the Oval Office came to a point where Ramaphosa almost ended up pleading if the conversation could proceed, with both of them staying calm.
Okay. But coming back to this issue, which I really would like us to talk about, and talk about it very calmly. We were taught by Nelson Mandela that whenever there are problems, people need to sit down around a table and talk about them.
Well, there are problems.
And this is precisely what we would also like to talk about, including, of course, trade matters, investment matters. So the issues that concern you as the United States,
those are all recent. Those are all deaths.
Yeah, in many ways, I mean, one should say you are a partner of South Africa, and you are raising concerns, and these are concerns that we are willing to talk to you about.
You see, Trump had carefully laid a trap that we explained to you before. But Ramaphosa too came prepared a bit. He brought 2 South African golfing legends along with him. And Ramaphosa hoped that a few friendly faces from the fair might help smooth out the meeting's rough patches. The 2 golfers also tried to calm the tense atmosphere at the White House. By the end of the day, Ramaphosa was doing what many leaders before him have done after meeting Trump. While cameras captured the chaos at the Oval Office, things moved to a quieter lunch setting afterward. And yes, Elon Musk was at the table. According to Ramaphosa, the Tesla boss wants to start exporting his electric cars to South Africa. So while Trump was raking up old political battles, Musk was pitching Teslas. Smiling through the chaos, Ramaphosa called his meeting with Trump a great success. Even though Trump has pushed back against the G20 summit, Ramaphosa said he still expected him to show up for the meeting in Johannesburg.
I want to hand over the presidency of the G20 to President Trump in November. And I said, he needs to be there. I don't want to hand over the presidency of the G20 to an empty chair. I want to hand it over to him sitting in that chair in November. And he is going to give serious consideration to it. In fact, I expect him to be coming to South Africa.
But here's what's to be learned. In Trump's Oval Office, every visit by a leader is a gamble. Ramaphosa flew in to talk trade and shake hands. Instead, he got a crash course in Trump theatrics.
You're most welcome.
At Firstpost, we are choosing to hold on to accuracy. That means we won't always be first. We may not get you your breaking alert. But what you will get is what we owe you. And that is the truth. Verified, checked, and cross-checked. We rely on sources and verified ones. After all, that's what separates a journalist from a loudspeaker. But sometimes even we miss a beat. And when we do, we will tell you. We ran visuals from a registered news agency. That visual turned out to be fake. So we are taking accountability. And from now on, we will cite the source of every visual. Every picture, every video that you see on Firstpost will have a source mentioned. That is our commitment to you. We will wait, we will verify, we will ask again, and only then will we tell you. No noise, no panic, just the facts. Because right now, that is what the country needs most.